Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Joey Knight Jr. here, back with episode 5 of Weekly Purchases. And today's a little bit of a big one. We're going back to the DVDs, kind of mixing them around, hopping with some of the years. But we're going to get into it real quick. Oh, and I should mention, not just DVDs, but some good old VHS. Would you look at that? Alright, so we're going to kick it off with the year 2002. This is mostly completing 2002. There are a couple of scragglers I'm still missing. When it comes to the VHS, I'd rather get them on the VHS because of just where they are in the year. So to quickly explain it, 2002, I have VHSs all the way up to SummerSlam 2002. So I started the DVDs with Unforgiven. Here, let me hold the other hand, Unforgiven 2002. Because I had Survivor Series 2002 already on DVD, so I figured, SummerSlam 2002 is the latest VHS I have for that year. Survivor Series 02 is the first DVD I have for that year. So let's try to do Unforgiven down on DVD, and then we'll fill out the other spots of VHS, and that's exactly what we've done. The only ones I'm missing now for the year 2002, well, first, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get through this first. All right, so first, we have Backlash 2002 on VHS. And then we got Judgment Day 2002. Let's show the art on the back. Oh yeah, what a pay-per-view that was. And I forgot to do it with this one. Show the art on the back for Backlash 2002. My apologies for being scatterbrained all over the place. Then we have a European exclusive pay-per-view, Insurrection 2002. Then we got the back right there. And then the last of the VHSs for this video, King of the Ring 2002, which this is one of the VHSs I remember getting the rent as a kid. So this one is extra special for me to be able to grab. Brings back a lot of good memories. And now on to the DVD portion of this section of the video. We have, as I showed earlier, Unforgiven 2002. Look on the back right there at the match card and all the pictures and the art. And then very similar cover, just a little bit different background, but going back to the UK, we got Rebellion 2002, which I'm pretty sure this is the last Rebellion. They had Insurrection the next year in 2003, but they did not have a Rebellion. I do believe so. So very last ever Rebellion. UK exclusive pay-per-view. Got the back right there. And then moving onward, we have No Mercy 2002. Take a look at the back right there. I know what this pay-per-view brings for a lot of people. What one particular storyline everyone thinks about around this time period. We're not going to address it. We're not going to talk about it. But just know, yes, we still remember. And then moving on to the year 2003 to fully complete my 2003 collection, Insurrection 2003. Another UK exclusive right there. Got that on the back. I had this DVD as a kid. Watched it so many times. But it was unfortunately not part of the 2003 pack. You know, they did like a little collector's edition. The spines, you know, if you collected them all, it said 2003 on the spine. And if you displayed it a certain way. But for some reason, no Insurrection 2003. They didn't include that one in the collection. So, had to go out and get that one individually. So now the only ones I am missing for 2002 are Royal Rumble, Vengeance, and Armageddon 2002. Armageddon 2002 on DVD, it slipped away from me in an eBay bid. I put in the bid, it was just the base bid of $5. No, it wasn't even $5, it was $1.25 because it was a 99-cent starting bid. I put it in like $1.25. No, I put in $1, $1.25 was the bid I lost to because I had forgotten about it. So I didn't increase my max bid or anything. I didn't know. So yeah. And then I bought Royal Rumble 2002, but currently in a dispute about that because it's been 2 weeks and it still hasn't been shipped. The eBay seller has not. I've tried contacting them a couple of times now, so we're trying to get a refund issued on that. We're going to buy from a different seller. And then Vengeance 2002, I've seen a couple of listings for them, and they're all international buyers, so that one is not buyers, international sellers. So that one's going to have to wait a little bit, but we'll get to it eventually. But now more DVDs. Jumping very far ahead, 15 years later to be exact, for most of those previous ones I showed. But we're moving on to 2017. And what's interesting about 2017 is they did like a lot of these. They did pretty much mostly these for the year, these double feature ones, because Raw and SmackDown were doing 2 pay-per-views a month. Well, WWE was, 1 Raw and 1 SmackDown. You were getting 2 pay-per-views a month. So, now, and I already have Royal Rumble 2017 and WrestleMania 33, but this is everything else. So, Elimination Chamber and Fastlane from that year. Look on the back, much like the front, everything is kind of split 50-50, giving the Raw and SmackDown colors. And then we move on to Payback and Backlash 2017. Getting a look at that art on the back. What a crazy time right there. What a crazy time in wrestling. Then we got Extreme Rules and Money in the Bank right there. Taking a look at the back. First ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And then I still can't believe in the year 2017 we had a pay-per-view named Great Balls of Fire. Yeah. Good times. Although I will say, I wish I would have been at this pay-per-view. It was in Dallas. I probably could have gone, but I didn't want to miss my college classes the next morning, and I had 8 a.m. classes. And from where I was going to school to Dallas was like 4.5 hours. Was not going to plan on doing that. So we missed out on that one. Even though it was a ridiculous name for a pay-per-view, especially in the year 2017, it was an amazing pay-per-view from what I remember when I watched it live. I haven't gone back and watched it since, but the one time I did watch it, it was an awesome pay-per-view. So there is that. And then we got the art on the back right there. And now moving on to SummerSlam 2017, one of the few releases that wasn't a double feature for this year. It was Rumble. It was basically the big 4 pay-per-views, and then we'll get to the other 2 here in a little bit. But yeah, I got SummerSlam 2017, dual branded pay-per-view. Got all of that on the back right there. And then we're moving on. I am a little upset, though, that, it is split right here. I don't remember seeing that in the photos on eBay or in the description. But the disc looked fine, so we'll take it. We'll take it as a win. So, but we got No Mercy and Hell in a Cell 2017. Got all of that on the back right there. One of the greatest cell matches of all time. And no, I'm not talking about Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens, even though that one was great. I'm talking about the New Day and the Usos. Whew. They pulled off something special that night. And now, to one of the few single release DVDs for the year, and shockingly, it's not one of the, the big 4, big 5, but TLC 2017. And then got the art in the back. Now, this one is a little different because it has, I don't know if they, I think they, did their own thing. I don't think that's just a slit, but, it came from a library. But, yeah. There's an eBay store for a library. Found this for a pretty decent price. And the disc looked good, so why not? But yeah, this pay-per-view, I remember just being marged with chaos. Kurt Angle's first match back in 11 years? Yeah, 11 years. It was his first match back in WWE. AJ Styles fills in for Bray Wyatt at the last second to face Finn Balor, so we get that dream match. Yeah, that pay-per-view was crazy. Speaking of crazy pay-per-views, Survivor Series 2017. We thought we were getting Brock Lesnar and Jinder Mahal. No, we're getting Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles. just still like of this era, probably the best match of that particular era. There's a couple other ones, including Lesnar and Daniel Bryan from the very next year. But this pay-per-view, you can say a lot of good things about it. You can probably say a lot of bad things about it, but I think about this pay-per-view a lot. I actually can't wait to rewatch this one when I eventually get to it. And then last but not least, Clash of Champions 2017 to finish off the year 2017. Got the cover right there. And then I am a little disappointed. Yeah, you could definitely tell right there how the spine came in when I got it. But, once again, DVD's in good condition. I'm assuming it's going to work because, it looks good on the back. So, should be fine. But yeah, got that art cover right there. But yes, I thank you all for joining me for another edition of Weekly Purchases. That was episode 5. Please remember to like the video, share the video, comment on the video, but most importantly of all, subscribe to Joey Knight Jr. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.